YouTube, what's good? It's your boy, Paulus Harris, aka Crazy Off. Hey, guess what? This your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell every time I post some new content. Now, okay, now, people, if it seems like that, because even yesterday, right, I got on here and I really wasn't. I really wasn't feeling my best, because Monday night, uh, on top of the Cowboys losing, right? And I don't know, this might be. I got a question to ask before I actually get into this topic, right? So, have any of y'all been so high, right, that you started throwing up and then laugh while you throwing up? All right, so, well, that's what the fuck happened to me. I fucked around and got a gummy, and I mean, I know it's been a while since I've taken any gummies, right? But this shit here was motherfucking ridiculous, right? So I'm just like, I mean, my heart started beating at 90 to nothing. I started sweating, all that kind of shit, and before I knew it, I was calling dinosaurs. But I was laughing about it though. That what got me. So I'm just like, so if any of y'all didn't had it that bad, I now know where the fuck you coming from. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, this just a little something. This is it's a tasty beverage, but it's not. It ain't one of them. So anyway, that's like a herbal tea. So by another case, people. So let's talk about old Luigi. And he killed the doggone the CEO of the United Health Insurance, whatever the fuck it is, right? So he killed this man, or so-called killed this man, because from the surveillance cameras that I've seen, right? He had a hood. He had a black hoodie on, right? And then, if y'all see him, he got the gun, you know, uh, pointed, But my whole deal is, my whole deal is, don't give, don't nobody give a damn about Vivica Fox being happy. But my whole deal is, um, for one, you should be aware of your motherfucking surroundings. Always. I mean, now, great fact, I know that's easier said than done, but considering the type of world that we live in, right, you need to be doing a 360 at all times, right? So my whole deal is that, okay, when he shot the man, he had on a motherfucking a black hoodie, and then in another picture, right, he got on a brown hoodie or jacket. And so my whole deal is, okay, so how the fuck they figured that that's him when they had on two different jackets, right? And then it's funny. It's funny like how these motherfuckers they can gather up all this information on you in a matter of minutes. Okay, so we figured that he graduated college or whatever, and then this guy is pretty much like most young folks. I mean, because I'm still the same way, but here it is that here's a guy that's been figured out Here's the guy that's been figured out, right, that the medical system that this country has, as well as the medical insurance, right, is all jacked to shit. Like, seriously. Now, do I actually really condone what this young man did? Well, let's just say this. That young man he did what he felt was that needed to be done. Right? I mean, now, are there other options to get these motherfuckers out? Of course. Right? But then again, now that you stop and think about it for a minute, this always goes back to what I always motherfuckers say. With the shit that I said a couple days ago, or it might have been yesterday, right? That freedom is a road seldom traveled by the multitude. Remember, you got the motherfuckers on the left. You got the motherfuckers on the right, motherfuckers on the left. Very seldom do motherfuckers walk down the middle of the road. And it's just like what I told y'all yesterday, and probably plenty of times, whether it's on this channel or on my previous channel. I'm one of the motherfuckers that walk directly down the middle of the road, right? So I guess in a sense you could say that I'm neutral on this, because we already know that, listen, the average American already knows that the insurance, medical insurance, is way too fucking high, right? And then on top of that, these people that actually really run medical insurance and just medicine in general, right? They already know that you could go home and do and get your grandma's book of remedies out, and then shit, you be good, right? But then again, people always talk about, that they don't actually really trust the old ways. Well, how the fuck you think people survive back in what the fuck you call the old days? They use grandma's remedies. So, like what I said yesterday about the motherfucking Daniel Penny guy, I'm gonna call bullshit on this one, because I'm calling bullshit on this because it's like what I said in the title. Is it hero or Manchurian candidate? Right? And now from here until I finish talking, what I'm about to say is, granted fact, is pure speculation. But once you actually really stop and think about it, it all makes sense. Right? Now, let's just say for shits and giggles, whoever Brian Thompson is, right? Maybe the light came on in this motherfucking head. It said that, hey, look, guess what? We're charging the American people way too fucking much for medical insurance, right? That for the most part, just like say, unless your grandparents are under the age of 50, 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna know shit about grandma's remedies for the common cold and any goddamn thing else for that matter, right? And the only reason why I knew that I know about a whole lot of shit is because, for one, my grandmother was one of those people. So it's, and then my wife's mother, she's one of those people to say, well, hey, look, take this. Or she might say some shit like, okay, look, go boil you some orange juice, right? Put some salt in it, right? And then drink it, and that cold will be gone. Now, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, I just did that in such a way because you know how these old folks get, right? You get bit by something, they say, they cut off a piece of potato and put it on your foot and wrap it up. It said, let it stay on there till tomorrow morning. And then once you wake up, then whatever the fuck that was wrong with your foot, guess what? It ain't wrong with it no more. So again, it's, it's shit out there that you can actually do that you really ain't got to carry your ass to the doctor for, right? So, and then, you be like, okay, well, hey, a lot of motherfuckers don't have medical insurance, right? And so, in either case, if I'm jumping all over the place, then hey, look, my apologies on this. But my whole deal is that when the powers that be or the powers that shouldn't be know that there's a lot of people, a lot of American citizens, right? Regardless of ethnic group or background, right? Should be entitled to have motherfucking some type of health care insurance. And this is where a lot of these bullshit companies come into play, right? Because the way that they see it, right? Look, we get money. We steady bringing these people in, giving them medicines, right? That we already know for the most part, right? It ain't gonna take it away. It ain't gonna do nothing but slow it down just enough so that you as the patient can steadily be coming knocking on that damn doctor's door. And then every time you come in there, depending on how much, depending on what you come in there for, right? Then that doctor already know that he or she is gonna get paid through the motherfucking medical insurance people. A lot of this shit, just like I said, a lot of these medicines and these motherfucking medical insurance, this shit is like a lot of this shit is like ridiculously high. Now, again, was it right to knock this guy off? Again, it all depends. It all depends on how you look at it, because they put like this: the powers that be, or the powers that shouldn't be, right? Probably paid this guy to knock that guy off, right? And then because like what I said, go back to earlier in this video. When he shot him, he had on a black hoodie. And then, so you mean to tell me, right, you got your black hoodie on. And for the most part, all what the fuck you can see is his eyes, for the most part, right? And so I'm just like, now put like this, the eyes will indeed tell all. Right? But I actually I'm gonna call bullshit on that, because how it's being played out, right? And if you really don't know what the fuck to look for, right? You'll be like, okay, he did it. No questions asked, right? But then you got to look at it. I call it the Manchurian candidate as well. Because, they said he had a neck injury, and you see those 4 screws in the back down there at the base of his neck, right? So it really wouldn't it really wouldn't surprise me if some type of motherfucking device triggered that man, right? And then he killed this guy. Because again, let's go back and look at the videos, right? Causing a ruckus or whatever, right? I mean, because now, great the fact, I know what a lot of y'all gonna say. Where he feel like that he didn't do nothing wrong, and that for the most part may be indeed the case. But at the same time, you also gotta look at this fact. Okay, he could have killed this guy, not realizing what the fuck he did. So to like say, it was like he go to the McDonald's, right? Somebody spotted, which I'm just like, I'm gonna still call bullshit on that one, because I'm just like, because it's just like with these motherfuckers. Because I just watched this shit, and then these people, and this is how you know it's bullshit, because these people, they already said, okay, we didn't have nothing until this motherfucker went to McDonald's. So for the most part, right, you really weren't too sure of who this guy was. This motherfucker already told you he had fake IDs, right? So I'm just like, okay, what gives here? Right? So now me, on the other hand, at least here in the North Little Rock area, right? Shit, I couldn't commit a crime even if I motherfucking wanted to, because I'm too goddamn recognizable, right? Tell me somebody else in Little Rock, Arkansas, that's bald headed like me, right? And they beard hang down as low as mine. I mean, I'm 51. I don't look 51. Stronger than a motherfucking 21-year-old. So hey, it really wouldn't take it really wouldn't take too much time for the motherfucking local authorities to realize, oh, well, that's so and so. He live on so and so street, right? So there's no that shit is. You ain't gotta worry about the crazy uncle doing any goddamn thing, right? But my whole deal is that I look at going off of shit that's been happened previously. And so I just kind of look at it like, okay, all right, so this motherfucker that graduated college back in 2016, right? Or how, I'm just like, why the fuck would he be worried about shooting the CEO for the United Health Care Organization? Right? I mean, let's think about it for a minute. He already comes from a rich family, right? He ain't got to worry about going to the hospital and worry about when his medical bill's gonna get paid. Shit, look at this motherfucking family, right? So again, I'm calling bullshit on this one, right? They pretty much set that boy up, right? He put it like this: he got hired by the higher ups, plain and simple. And so they were just like, hey, look, we need for you to put on a good show, right? You ain't going to jail, right? Or we'll make it look like you going to jail. But you're not going to jail. You done did your motherfucking job, right? So that's my take on it. I mean, if you agree with it, fine. If not, oh fucking well. I'm the crazy uncle. This is what the fuck I do, right? So with that being said, hey, guess what? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dan, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door across the street around the corner. Paulus Harris, a.k.a. Crazy Uncle. I'm going to holler at y'all.